Greetings, gamers. I am voivodemekhet, and welcome back to a not really World of Darkness centered video. I'm just here to give you some updates and let you know what's going on. For right now, this is actually kind of just relax. I'm just going to sit here and sip my coffee and have a little talk with you. Anyway, I'm really excited. I decided to sit down and do this while I'm in the middle of packing for MarsCon, which I am going to be helping ST the Vampire LARP that is going on up there. For those of you who are interested in the details of MarsCon, it is there's a link in the description that will go over all the details among the other typical stuff I have down there. But so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. I get to participate with a storyteller from the area. From it's in Virginia Beach, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I've heard the details of the story, and I can't wait to be involved. And oh god, you guys actually see Nordy. Hey, you want to say hi? No? Okay. Well, Nordy's tired. So yeah, so we're gonna go up there and have some fun being vampires for the weekend. It's gonna be great. So other than that, just in case you guys have not seen the announcements and stuff, I decided to, for the time being, for the foreseen future, I'm gonna just drop my prices for storytelling, for my storytelling services, because I love being accessible to you guys. Some of the best storytelling experiences that I've had running on Discord and stuff have been this past month through December when I was running the sale. It was so much fun. I got to meet so many fun people who just had access. Being able to take a lower price and split it between 6 people is just so much easier than being stuck with this massive lump sum per person. It's treated me well, but I also end up having a really select group of clientele that I don't want to just stick with that same group of people. You guys are great. I fucking love storytelling for you guys, and I've made such amazing friends with that, but I'm sure they're not going to complain that I'm lowering the prices. Other than that, I also made it so that though the low prices like that are also available on my Patreon, so that we can have Patreon games. I actually made 4 new tiers that are all roughly the same price, which are Denizens of Hunger for Vampire the Masquerade, Denizens of Rage for Werewolf the Apocalypse, and Denizens of Desperation for Hunter the Reckoning. And then also I have an additional one, which is Denizens of Our World of Darkness, I think I put it, where you guys can actually play in my connected universe and affect the events that happen in my Thicker Than Water Chronicle, which I post on the channel. So basically those sessions would be recorded and interspersed throughout my the seasons of Thicker Than Water, so that they fall in place, make sense, and also the players won't know. We might even have a chance on occasion to have one of the Thicker Than Water players, David, Richard, Avalon, Daviga, possibly even Serendipity, Gwen, one of them come in and guest star in these monthly chronicles. And those tiers, those Patreon tiers, are actually going to be set up so that once a month we will have an ongoing chronicle that will allow you to play a character and have it grow and spend XP, and you just have a good time doing that, and we will definitely focus that onto your personal style of play. And I'm not opposed also if oh, dark brew of my soul. Even if if we get too many people for one chronicle per tier, then I don't mind breaking that up. If I'm running 3 games a day every day, I am happy. I love storytelling. Also, I'm open for suggestions of other tier perks, stuff like that. But yeah, this is I'm super happy because I've already received a lot of inquiries and a lot of people who are excited about being able to not just interact with Thicker Than Water, which is apparently is something that you guys really like to do, but also being able to set a game to your specifications, to be able to build something off, whether it's homebrew stuff or strictly by the rules, raw rules as written, for any of the 3 current World of Darkness games. If a mage game becomes available, I will add a tier for that. If a changeling game happens, that'll happen too. I will grow with the World of Darkness when it comes to that kind of thing. Um, Other than that, I don't know. I didn't want to make a massive video. I want this to be kind of short. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. The stuff that I'm working on right now for the channel, just let you know. I know you get I'm sure a few of you guys at least have noticed that I'm mass uploading right now, doing 3 to 4 videos popping up a day. And that's not something that I plan on having forever. I don't want you guys to think that's oh, wow, he's just going to keep shoving content at us like this. I'm not. I understand that I have a very sporadic uploading schedule. But the reason why I'm doing that is because a lot of the videos that I've been putting up, specifically the Thicker Than Water sessions, which, by the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the new format. I'm trying to focus more on getting the story out there and having it understandable than I am with all the flash and flare and putting the avatars up and changing the backgrounds and stuff. I want this to be something comprehensible, and I know a lot of you guys actually listen to it without watching it. It's just a background podcast kind of thing. So I hope that's acceptable to you guys. And I know that my presentation of Thicker Than Water has evolved a lot since I first started putting it up. It's not just me going, and my players did this. I'm giving you guys the actual sessions and trying to break them up into more digestible hour-long chunks instead of the 4 to 5 hours that we actually play. Also, I try to cut out as much out of character chatter and stuff, but we're literally working off one microphone. And sometimes people whisper right next to the microphone, and I don't even hear them during game. And then it just kind of floods in. I'm sorry if you have to hear about our dogs or our cat from time to time, but they make appearances. Oh, also my kid, I'm popular today. Or my kid, who's also he's a content creator in his own right, and he works when he has the chance to work, which is usually when we're recording our game sessions. So that laughter and that chatter that you hear in the background is actually my kid. Who runs a channel called Samulation, and he's freaking awesome. He just did a tribute video that got uploaded. I might actually put the link in the description for this because it was so good. He made a tribute video for the first season of the actual play Dungeons and Daddy podcast, or Dungeons and Dragons podcast, Dungeons and Daddies, which was just beautifully done. I think he did a great job. So yeah, I'm going to put that in there too, just because I'm so proud. Anyway, So I guess update on stuff that you guys see. I plan on bringing back cover to cover with a vengeance. And what I mean by that is I'm going to make a playlist, a cover to cover playlist for each individual book from the World of Darkness. This is going to be a project that takes me a while to do. Please bear with me, but I am going to do it book by book, starting with Vampire the Masquerade core book, and then probably jumping to Hunter core book, and then Werewolf core book, and then setting it up so that, like, if you go to the cover to cover playlist, it will have every little bit of information that you guys might need from that individual book available and ready to go for you guys. Um, I also want to I want to apologize. Before I went to Gen Con, I think it was Gen Con. Before I went to Gen Con, I started doing a playthrough of Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. And like I have just had the worst time being able to keep up with that. I think I'm only a few sessions in. Like I will try to get back to that eventually, but I will be 100% honest, it is not a top priority for me. As much as I love the story, I think I'm actually more frustrated with it than anything. Because I like more complicated video games, such, uh, but other than like point and click, like mad clicking for combat kind of thing. And also the storyline for Redemption, the video game, doesn't match up with the World of Darkness canon, and that just like I find myself nitpicking through the whole thing, and it's just not something that I really need to do. But I do want to get back into playing some more fun video games. I mean, this whole channel, for instance, was started because I thought Bloodlines 2 was going to come out in a couple of months. So I just started playing Bloodlines 1, and then it erupted into like people wanting to know lore stuff because I was like chittering during play of Bloodlines. And I haven't even finished running all of the Bloodlines. I only did like 4 or 5 clans, I think, before I ended up turning this game into let's talk about the clans, let's talk about the sex, let's go into the role playing books and stuff like that. And this channel has really evolved, and we're approaching 2,000 subscribers on here, which is mind-boggling to me. I had no intention on this becoming my job, like at all, and here we are. For those of you who do not know, I guess this is a good chance for me just to ramble at you guys and let you guys know exactly who I am, how this happened, and where I came from. Um, don't worry, I'm not going to get into that much detail on it. I don't want to scare you guys away. But I am partial owner of Yggdrasil Holdings Incorporated, which is YHI Tech. If you guys get to the end of most of my videos, I'll have, and special thanks to YHI Tech, our Weaver Spirit. That's the tech company that I work with. Loosely, I say loosely because I do I do next to nothing. What we do is installations and things like that, and we are up for hire. If you guys ever need any help and you're in the Florida area, that's something that we can do is we do installations and various other tech related things. We're actually we actually do get a lot of work on that one, but I don't do it for the most part. On occasion, if you'll notice, like every once in a while, if I'm not around for some reason, I might be on a work site actually doing some stuff. But when quarantine happened, we had decided that it was time to streamline things and make it so that everybody in the household, because I live in I live in a household for my company, um, everybody in the household would basically go lockdown except for one technician, and we were being very safe and making sure that nobody got sick. And somehow, throughout the pretty much all of the quarantine, none of us got sick. We avoided it like the plague. Um, and so I was stuck at home doing pretty much nothing. And about 2 days of that was enough for me. I am not a television person. I had decided that I was going to go ahead and start playing. I was looking forward to Bloodlines 2. I decided that I was going to start playing Bloodlines 1 again because I thought maybe it would be like a direct continuation sequel kind of thing. And then I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna put some stuff on YouTube, and like, even if it just means that I meet people who want to banter back and forth about the game, it would be fun. It was my way of reaching out and staying connected and not being a complete and utter hermit. And since then, like, it's just erupted. Like, first it was, hey, tell me what you think about the clans. And I did clan discussions. And then it was, what do you think about this point in World of Darkness history? And I gave my opinion on that. And then it was like, hey, let's talk about this, and tell me about some of your storytelling stuff, and things like that. And it was just so fun to meet some of you guys, like the first round of subscribers to this. And then, like, suddenly somebody was like, do you storytell for groups? And would you be interested in coming down, like, to a location? Like, this is after quarantine started to clear. And I realized, oh my God, I can meet people and I can storytell and I can have fun. And then I started getting invited to events and conventions, and like meeting awesome people who work in World of Darkness, like in the industry itself and gaming in general. And like, I've made great friends with people at By Night Studios and World of Darkness, and I've met the people who run Renegade and Modern Artificers, who are a dice builder. Like, I've met so many cool people and experienced Maven. I got to meet the Fangsmith, Maven, the Fangsmith. Holy crap! Like, it was such a great time. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I want to say thank you to all of you guys for that. Like, I did not intend this to be like a 20-minute thank you video, but I guess it has turned into that thing. But you guys can definitely expect a lot more to come. Um, I'm about to go to Virginia Beach. I'm about to drive almost a day's worth of road time to go up and help guest ST for this event. And I'm so excited and so happy, and I get to play the sheriff of the city, who is a character of my own creation. I will be playing a Banu Hakim, sheriff of the Camarilla, by the name of Gunner. And I cannot wait to play. We're going to be using the new V5 LARP system, and I can't wait to give you guys updates. I'm probably not going to have any video of it, but I can't wait to come back and like possibly like get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and just ramble at you guys about it for a while. I really want to do more of this stuff. I want to do more TLDRs and lore videos and more book content. But like, oh my God, if you guys could see the backlog that I had, if I had an editor, holy crap. If I was making the money to be able to pay an editor, that would be amazing. In fact, I think that if the Patreon can do well enough to get a steady income in, I think that's actually going to be my first thing. I'm not going to upgrade anything because I think the stuff that I have is adequate. It could definitely be better. And thanks to working with Yggdrasil and everything, when it comes to that, like, that happens over time. Because effectively, even though, like, I have occasionally done some sponsorships for the AIDS ministries, and oh my God, I've had sponsors. And not only sponsors, like, I'm not like I don't start videos going, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends or anything like that. By the way, that is not me saying that I would never do a Raid Shadow Legends thing. I will take sponsors as long as I'm not morally against them. But like the fact that my first sponsor this past year, like my first like real outside sponsor, was a cause, not a video game, not a product, not a company like trying to like push their stuff, but like a legit good for the community cause. That made me so happy. The fact that I was able to affect anybody. If only one person, when I made those videos, utilized those QR codes and got their free test in the mail, then I succeeded. As long as one person realized that that was out there and available, and we reduced the stigma a little bit of people not feeling like that it's socially acceptable to make sure that like they're free and clear, or to know that they're not and are able to take the proper steps, then I have succeeded in anything I could ever hope for when it comes to working with that sponsor. So that's awesome. Because we're adults, and not only are we adults and out there doing stuff, sometimes we go out there and do stuff that is questionable, but like, whatever. Like, we're adults. Be responsible for who you are and live up to your own stuff. We've had sorry, I got sidetracked on that one, but like, Yggdrasil is effectively my in-house sponsor. They help me keep everything going. Like my setup, I've got an amazing 3-screen setup. I've got the software that I need. I have a freaking workhorse of a computer. I've got a great camera. I've got a laptop that I record sessions on. And I couldn't ask for anything more. So thanks to Yggdrasil. I'm a part of it, but like a loose part of it. I'll put that out. Anyway, I didn't want this to be so long. This is actually twice as long as I had actually planned. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on with Virginia and any updates that were coming to the channel. If you guys have any suggestions, if you guys have any wants from me, let me know in the comments. I'll 100% honest. Like, I understand that I don't I am not on par with answering my comments anymore. Like I used to answer all of them, but now there's 2,000 of you, and I don't have time to to answer them. I still do on occasion. Like, I'll be editing something and I'll open up YouTube and I'll go to my comments section, and as I'm listening to stuff, I'll just sit there and go, oh, I can answer this one real quick. Oh, I can answer this one real quick. But like, I can't keep up, and I really, really wish I could, because like, I love all of your comments. I love all of them. I had some comments this past year that made me so happy. I had one where like, I had one that was like massively antagonistic, but it was playful, and I played back, and it was like this game of tennis for like 2 months of like crappy backhanded Zemitzi style insults to each other. And like, I remember like answering that and just like laughing the entire time, and like sitting down with my family and talking about like, oh, they said this time and I'm gonna say this. And it was so much fun having that like this backhanded Zemitzi court social niceties that were like obviously intended to be like barbed. It was so much fun. And we've run into a couple of commenters that sucked 100%. And I did my best to talk to them, and I understand you cannot change someone's opinions on the internet. I understand that you can't knock decency into a person. And we did have a couple of people who got on just to be mean. Just to be mean. Back in June, actually. Uh, because I changed my I changed my profile icon to be like the the gay pride flag Samitsi symbol, and they just went off on me. And I tried to talk back several times. Like, they'd say something hurtful, and I talk back. Not mean, just like trying to start a conversation on trying to find equal ground, because their issue was not that Pride Month existed. At least they presented it that not that Pride Month existed, but because the military and the services deserved recognition as well. And they were angry about it, and they had venom in their comments when it came to that. And I tried to explain my thought process, that you shouldn't be wanting to take time away from others. You should want to give time to the people that you're vouching for, you know? Like, the idea of these people deserve more time, so we should take time away from somebody else. I believe that the military and stuff deserve to have more time in acknowledgement too. I am not a government fan. I'll 100% back that up by saying, like, we make mistakes government-wise on all sides. And on the 4th of July and stuff like that, I am the person who sits in the corner and goes, I don't believe this country deserves a birthday this year. We don't deserve to have a firework display this year. We need to work better as a people. But I don't want to take anything away from people. It's more like, let's find a way to give people time, to give everybody the time. And that person eventually stopped commenting when I stopped responding. And I'll do that. I will give you guys, like, if anybody decides that they're going to get up and put out hateful comments and stuff like that, I'll interact if I notice it, because I just 2,000 of you guys. But I'll interact, and I will try to do my best to try to find that common ground. But I know I'm not going to change any opinions. And if it's deep down rooted in some kind of bigotry or hate or just lack of sensitivity towards people or something like that, I will eventually give up. But we've only had like one, maybe two people like that. And for that, I can say, out of 2,000 people, holy crap, how the hell did I get the cream of the crop of community members? This expanded coterie, this 2,000 strong sect at this point of the world of darkness, is filled with some of the most amazing, beautiful people of all types, of races, creeds, genders, nationalities, viewpoints, coming together to talk about a game that we all are passionate about and we all love and enjoy. Thank you. That's actually where I want to leave this, because I've been gibbering on for about a half an hour now, and I don't plan on editing this at all. Thank you for giving me just that much. and giving me the ability to have the faith in humanity that can be so hard to find sometimes. Because gamers in general are an opinionated folk. And I've got people on here who are anti 5th edition, but they still pay attention. Because I talk about things other than 5th edition specific stuff a lot of times. So when I'm just talking about lore and things like that, I have people on here who are V20 V20 supremacists. That's such a great, horrible thing to say. And like, I've made friends with people on this channel. I've made friends with people on this channel who are violently opposed to V5 for one reason or another. And they don't want to see the change happen, or they don't like the direction that this has taken and stuff, but they're still here. And they're kindly interactive with us. They give their opinions. This is why I like this, which lets me to get on and go, I can see your opinion. I can see your point on that one. This is what I prefer. And conversations start, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see that. And like, there's parts about V20 that I like and I don't like, and there's parts of V5 that I like and I don't like. And yeah, I just said that. I understand that. And there's parts of every system that could be better. There's and the fact that we can actually have those conversations without being hurtful, without being angry, without like showing our rage at it is pretty damn cool. So I would like to thank the community. I would like to thank the writers. I would like to thank the producers of these games that we play, both LARP and tabletop, both old and new. And wish you all a happy new year. Because it's 2024. And we have the ability to grow in all kinds of directions, and let's make this one a good one and stave off Gehenna for another year. I am voivodemekhet. This was a ramble that went on a lot longer than I had planned it to, but once you get going, TLDR, that's basically the name of the game. So, remember, it's our world of darkness, and I love you guys. Bye.